Hey guys, welcome to Flite Test. Today I'm going to walk you through how to build the EZ Battle Blimp. Now the EZ Battle Blimp is perfect for new pilots and also old pilots as well. We designed the EZ Battle Blimp to be the ultimate indoor experience. And it's also perfect to go into schools and other STEM activities. Now the EZ Battle Blimp has been around for a few years now. And with your guys' feedback, we made some improvements. The biggest improvement was actually designed by our good friend Chadwick down at manufacturing. He made these amazing prop guards. This means that you guys are going to be able to fly with your friends and family and not have to worry about bumping into each other. Now we're going to start by walking you through how to build the gondola, and then we're going to attach it to the blimp. Let's get started. So right here, I have all the parts for the EZ Battle Blimp laid out. We have the gondola where we are going to attach all of our electronics to and ultimately tape it to our battle blimp. We have our two prop guards here, which is going to go over the props. And today for our power pack, we're going to be using the EZ Power Pack. Now you can either buy the full kit, which comes with everything that you need from your controller all the way to your control board, to your battery, charger, props, and everything. You could take this power pack and use it on numerous different designs that we have, and also that our community has. Today I'm going to use our EZ Power Pack add-on. The EZ Power add-on comes with your control board, your battery, your right and left motors, and also your props. The final piece of this puzzle is going to be the battle blimp itself. Now as you can see, I have it fully inflated, and I also have it onto a clamp, that way it doesn't float up to the ceiling. So I'm going to put our battle blimp over to the side here and focus right here, which is going to be our gondola. Now we're doing something a little bit different from the original design. We used to have this set up to be a tractor where the motors were pulling you through the air. Today, we're actually going to make it a pusher. So what it's going to do is it's going to push the blimp through the air rather than pull it through the air. So the first step that we're going to do is we're actually going to install our new prop guards. The three pieces that you're going to need to grab to install the prop guards is the gondola itself and the two prop guards. Now what I want to do is I want to point out that there is a right and left prop guard on this. So if you can't fit the prop guard over the motor mount, then just try switching it to the other side. So I'm going to grab my gondola, and where the motor mounts protrude out, that's the side that these prop guards are going to go on. Now you can see that this one is not fitting on the right side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it on the left, and just like that, it slides right over. So I'm going to take my other one, I'm going to do the same. Now I want you to make sure that these slide all the way back and bottom out against the back. The next step that we're going to do is we're going to grab our control board. And just like I said at the very beginning, we're actually going to be switching this gondola around from the traditional tractor version to a pusher version. So what we're going to make sure is these prop guards right here are actually pointing towards the back. So this would be the front of the blimp, and then this would be the back. To get the orientation correct, we're going to place the prop guards that we just installed facing towards us. This is going to be the orientation that's going to be on the blimp as if we're flying the blimp. Taking the control board, it's going to be on your left side, just like so. And as you can see, the battery lead is facing forward and the switch is on the bottom side. Now there's two options to mounting this board. You can either hot glue it on, which is okay, or you can zip tie it on. This will allow you to easily remove all the electronics off later after you're done with the battle blimp and put it onto many different designs from us and the community. You can see at the bottom of the gondola right here, and also at the top of the gondola right here, there's two holes that you could pass the zip tie through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass my zip tie through the top of the hole. And again, the prop guard's facing towards me. The battery lead is going to be forward, and the switch is going to be down. I can loop around my zip tie through that bottom hole and firmly secure this control board. Just like that, we have our control board firmly secured onto our gondola. Again, prop guards facing towards us, the battery lead should be facing away from you, and the switch to turn it off and on should be at the bottom, just like that. A little trick that you can do is you can actually loop your antenna through this little tiny hole in the control board right here. That's going to protect it from getting snagged or hit or bumped and get ripped off. I'm going to carefully take it, and I'm going to put it through that hole and pull it through. And just like that, your antenna is securely fastened. The next step that you're gonna do is grab your red and blue motor along with your props. Now I'm gonna put my gondola aside real quick as I show you guys how to install the props onto your gondola. Now on the front of these props right here, you're actually going to see either an A1 or a B2. Right here I have the B1 prop, which that one is actually gonna go to our red motor. Now we wanna make sure that the writing on the prop is always facing in the direction of flight. And because these motors are gonna be pushing the gondola through the air, we're gonna be putting that writing against the motor. Just like I said, the writing is on this side of the prop. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push the prop just on a little bit till I can't get it anymore, and I'm gonna take it to the edge of the table and push it the rest of the way. Be careful you don't bottom out this prop against the front of the motor, or the prop is gonna have a hard time spinning. Just like that, you can see the prop is still spinning freely. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the A2 prop and our blue motor and do the exact same thing. Again, remember that the writing on the prop has to go towards the motor. Again, push it on the prop here. I just have it stuck on. I'm gonna unwind it. I'm gonna go over to the edge of the table again and push it very lightly until the prop slides on the rest of the shaft. And just like that, we have our props on our motors. Now you can see on the tails of these motors, you either have an L or you have an R. That's for left and right. So we're gonna grab our gondola again, and just like we've been grabbing it with the prop guards facing towards us, we're going to be putting the blue motor on our right, then we're gonna be putting the red motor on our left. Now I'm gonna start with the right motor. So now I have the blue motor, which is gonna be on the right side. I'm gonna take the actual lead that goes off the motor. I'm going to wrap it around once or twice around one of the fins. This is going to securely fit it into the motor mount and prevent it from sliding off. I'm gonna pinch it here. I'm gonna fish the wire through the motor, just like this. And making sure that we don't pinch any wires, we're going to slowly push the motor until it bottoms out. And as you guys can see, the prop is all the way inside the prop guard. That's gonna prevent any popping or slicing of the balloons. Now we're gonna take this white lead, and we're going to plug it in right next to this red lead right here. This red and white plug is where the motor's going to plug into. The red motor has a red plug, which we are going to plug into this red port right here. We'll plug this one into the white port. To clean up the wires, I'm going to actually fish the wire through this gondola back and forth until I get to the control board. Just like this. As you can see, that routes the wires beautifully. And just like that, you can see this white wire will plug in easily to that white port right there. Now make sure you don't force this plug into the port because these plugs will only go in one direction. So if it doesn't feel like it's going to plug in, turn it around and try that direction. So we're going to take this in. We're going to easily push it in right there. Just like that. Now we're going to do the same exact thing on the red motor. To recap, we're going to take the wire, we're going to loop it twice. We're then going to pass the wire through the gondola, hold the rest of the way through, and to make sure that we aren't pinching any wires, we're going to slide the motor all the way back. And just like that, both motors are installed into their power pod. All we have to do now is route the red motor plug to the control board. Again, I'm going to pass the wire through the gondola. That's going to make sure the wires don't get caught in the prop. And it also looks really nice as well. And just like that, this red wire right here will get plugged into the red port. And just like that, our gondola is ready to be mounted onto our balloon. Okay, now is the exciting part where we get to mount the gondola onto our blimp. What we're gonna need is the blimp, the gondola, and some 2-inch tape. Now, to make sure our blimp flies as good as it possibly can, we want to make sure that we mount our gondola properly. We don't want the fins of our blimp going in an X pattern. What we want to do is we want to, just like an airplane, we want to have it go straight up and down and straight side to side. So looking at our balloon, we don't want the fins facing like this. What we want to do is we want to mount them where it's perfectly up and down and straight side to side. Now the next process, now that we know that our fins need to be up and down, what we need to do is make sure that we put our gondola properly onto the balloon. Now an easy way to find where the gondola has to be is you're going to look for these two portholes right here. And you're going to find the frontmost porthole, just like here, and you're going to draw a line from the back of that to this other one right here. And right in the middle, right about there, is where you're going to put your gondola. Now something to keep in mind about this balloon is filled with helium. And so you want to have either a string or what I have here, I have a clamp that I clamp onto the back when I'm not actually holding it. Just make sure that you don't let it go because obviously it's going to want to go up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to grab my clamp, I'm going to pinch on the back of the balloon, and like you can see here, it's just going to sit there while I can work on it. Now I'm going to grab my gondola and also my 2-inch packing tape. I'm going to grab maybe like a 4 to 5-inch piece of tape. Just like that. A little secret that we do here at Flite Test is right here at the end, I'm going to fold over just a little bit. What that's going to do is that's going to give it a non-sticky side right here. That's going to make it really easy if you ever have to remove your gondola or remove your tape or, kind of move your gondola back and forth a little bit. This little flap right here will allow you to peel the tape off very easily and reapply it. Now right here, this curved part is actually where the gondola is going to mount to the blimp. So I'm going to take my tape, I'm going to slowly slide it there, right in the middle, just like that. I'm going to mount it. I'm going to put a nice little bit there, push it down. I'm going to do that to the other side. Again, I'm going to grab a 4 to 5-inch piece of tape. I'm going to fold over the end. Now, as you can see here, I put the tape right over those two flaps. Now I'm going to grab our blimp and we're going to stick it on. And just like we've shown you before, we want to make sure that the fins are straight up and down. And just like we talked about, these portholes, we're going to find the back of them. We're going to put our finger over and find about the center spot right here. Now, as you can see, you have all these kind of crease marks in the balloon. That kind of gives you some nice marks to either find where you want to go. Because we are doing a pusher configuration rather than a tractor configuration, we're going to have the props facing backwards towards the back of the rocket. So I'm going to kind of hold those two flaps. I'm going to center it up here. I'm going to carefully stick it down. Push the tape down firmly. And just like that, your gondola is now firmly attached to your blimp. At this point, it's going to be heavy enough where it's not going to fly away, just like that. If you were having trouble with your blimp not flying at the altitude that you want, you can actually move this gondola back a little bit or forward a little bit to get the flight characteristic that you want. At this point, your rocket is ready to go fly. All we have to do is bind it and go out and fly it. Today I'm going to show you how to bind the transmitter that comes with the EZ Power Pack, or if you guys want to upgrade and actually buy a transmitter that can grow with you through your journey, you can pick up the FT Pocket Radio. This radio has presets for everything from our EZ Power Packs, even all the way up to our Simple series. But today we're going to show you guys how to bind it with the controller that comes with the Power Pack. To do this, you're going to need obviously the radio with AA's in the back side of it. The next thing that you're going to need is also the battery that goes inside the rocket. Now your battery is going to go right here at the bottom of your gondola. Again, with the power lead facing forward, you're going to slide it in. You're going to make your connection. After making your battery connection, you're going to find this little switch in the bottom of your gondola. What you're going to do is you're going to flip that switch and see a fast blinking red light. After that, you're going to take your transmitter, the throttle all the way down. You're going to hit the power button. Now you're going to see another blinking red light here. You're going to then go full throttle, close throttle, and just like that, your blimp is ready to go fly. Now, if you guys don't have a massive gymnasium, what I suggest you guys do is put this balloon in high rates. This is going to allow you to carve through the sky a lot easier. Right here above your right stick, click that, and you're going to see a blinking red light. That's going to tell you that it is in high rate mode, which is going to be the best mode that you're going to need to fly in. Thank you guys so much for building the FT Battle Blimp with me today. You guys are going to have so much fun with this if you're in the classroom or just flying in a gymnasium. Make sure you go check out the FT EZ lights that can go on these things, and so you can fly around on a calm evening or in the dark. It is super fun to fly these things with friends and family, so make sure you go out and you have a great time. Thanks again for building with us. We'll see you next time.